I wanna touch your life. I wanna be the change. I'm gonna shine my light. I'm gonna make a difference. Touch your life. Be the change. Shine my light and make a difference. You're the one to make the world a much better place. You're the one. We're touching. You're the one touching lives.
Hello, Nigeria, and welcome to Airtel Touching Lives, the show that celebrates and assists the individuals and projects that are making a difference to the lives of people around them. I invite you to join us on an emotional journey as we witness some incredibly touching moments. We take you across the country, meeting individuals, families, and communities who are going that extra mile to achieve something for everyone. They're trying to make life better, not just for themselves, but for every single person around them. Coming up in this episode, we meet a gifted young schoolgirl whose life changed as a poetry reciter. And we visit a woman who injured her spinal cord in a bike accident, but is determined to succeed in life. Millions of Nigerians live in poverty, struggling to provide shelter, food, and clothes for themselves and their families. As we know, education is one of the best ways in which we can lift ourselves out of poverty. And the earlier we start our education, the better chances we have of succeeding. In this story, we travel to Abuja to meet Blessing Danladi, a gifted young girl, and her mother, Rhoda, that are determined to make something of Blessing's life. It is her poetry that first got her notice and started her journey to success. Airtel went to see how we could touch their lives.
Life on the outskirts of Abuja is stark contrast to the big city. Life is turbulent and challenging for all who stay here. But it is even more challenging for children who come from broken homes with single parents. Most do not have the funds to get an education and are forced to continue living in poverty.
My name is Blessing. I have a poem titled, I Have a Little Friend. I wrote the poem myself. It's about a friend, and anywhere I go, it goes with me.
As a youth organization, part of our activities is to identify and work with people, most especially people in the rural areas. And as part of our programs, we were invited to a school, Equatri Model Academy, to attend a program. And here comes a little beautiful girl, and I was marveled, I was happy to see such a beautiful young little girl reciting poems at that age.
I run from it. It runs with me. I laugh at it. It laughs with me.
After the program, I walked up to her and I said, "Hey, who are you? What's your name?" And she said, "My name is Blessing Danladi. And where's your mom? I want to know you. Where do you stay?"
If you buy some sweet, it goes with me. A jolly friend did.
Well, after talking for a while, I got to discover that the mom is a widow. I also got to discover that the issues of paying school fees has always remained the biggest challenge for the family.
Sunana Rhoda Danladi, ni ce Mama Blessing. Tun lokacin da ya mutu, mai gidana ya mutu, abubuwan ba su zo su yi min kyau ba. Kullum ne ina sayar, ina tura su makaranta. Yanzu ma babban ma ya gama ba hanya da zai je makaranta kuma ba. Domin kunun ne muna sayar, shine muna ci, shine muna tura su zuwa makaranta.
Our Blessing story is very, very touching because this is a girl that our organization, IJA, discovered some time ago, and we discovered that she has that brain, she has what it takes to be a future leader. All she needs is that much needed push in life. So our organization, IJA, decided to give her a Blessing primary school scholarship.
We took it upon ourselves as a youth organization to provide Blessing with a little scholarship that will cover her basic primary school. And we also discovered that the mom In a day, she makes not less than 800 naira. So where will she get money to sponsor Blessing? Where will she get money to feed, to take care of the family?
The mother who is into petty trading, our organization has decided to give her that skill acquisition training. We want her to be a successful entrepreneur. As a project consultant, we see that there is need for us to give a life to those that actually deserve such a life, and that is why we decided to pick interest in Blessing.
My name is Hanatu Dauda. I'm from Equatorial Modern Academy, Aku Village. I'm primary 3 class teacher, Blessing teacher. Blessing, she's a very brilliant girl. She do participate in class activities and even outsiders. And she's very smart, and she's very humble, respectful, and obedient. She has a good character, and she has a good moral teaching. She doesn't like to lie, and she's not a noise making. And her academic performance, she's doing well.
Who can tell me the answer? He is the man. Is it present, past, or past continuous?
Present tense.
Everything that she's doing, even the mood of her dressing, she has confidence, and she always likes to go close with people and to help you in one way or the other. So I feel as I'm looking into the future that if she gets a good background, she's going to be a doctor or nurse.
I love school because I want to save the future. I want to be a doctor in the future. School is important for me. And if I want to be a doctor, I must read hard at school. Then I can be a doctor in the future.
Blessing ce yarinya ce ta ce. Na gode ma Blessing domin yanda Allah ya bani Blessing, kuma Blessing din na yana binta. Blessing yarinya ce wanda tana kishi zuwa makaranta. Blessing yarinya ne wanda ina aike ta ba ta kin zuwa sakon. Takan yi sori ta je sakon ta dawo. Blessing yarinya na ne ina so cin gabanta wannan ta yi kokari kuma a makaranta, ina tura ta, ina taimake ta ta je makarantar nan, ba na bar ta ba.
Mrs. Rhoda Daladi, Blessing's mother, has been very committed in the upbringing of her children. She believed that the best service she can give is to make sure that her kids go to school. And with Airtel coming in, we believe that there will be light at the end of the tunnel for the family.
We've been trying to reach out to people who have milk of kindness to come to our aid, because we really want to touch lives. We really want to give our society the much needed push. But unfortunately, funding is our problem. So we will be delighted if our Airtel organization comes to our rescue. We want Blessing to go to university, to go to secondary school, to become a graduate, a university graduate, and again, the mother to be a successful entrepreneur.
We hope that the story of Blessing's family will change for good.
Na gode wa Ishida domin kokorin da suna gani Blessing ta ci gaba da makaranta yadda sun sa tana cin gaba. Yadda sun sake zo kuma suna so su ga yarinyar ta zama mutum ne a wannan kasa. Ina yi musu addu'a yadda Allah abin da suke yi, bari Ubangijin Allah ya bishe su. Allah ba su abin da suke so. Na gode.
Touching lives.
60 people will win 1 million naira each in 60 days. One person will go home with a brand new Range Rover Vogue. And that's not all. Recharge with any amount and stand a chance of winning 1 million naira daily. 100 people will win 10,000 naira every day. One iPad will be won every day. 50 people will win Samsung smartphones every week. And 5,000 people will win free airtime every day. There will be surprise gifts on every recharge. Simply recharge to win. The more you recharge, the better your chances of winning. Call 141 for more details. Everybody is a winner. Come alive with Airtel Red Hot promo.
Touching lives.
Who knew that a little poem could pack such a big punch? I'd like to welcome Blessing and her mom, Rhoda Danladi, and Joseph Yaba to the studio. Welcome to the program. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Joseph, what was so special about Blessing?
Thank you very much for the opportunity. I share similar story with Blessing.
Okay.
I wasn't born with a silver spoon, and I was also told that the birth service is serving humanity. And looking at little Blessing, when I was like Blessing, I never had the kind of education.
Yeah.
And there's a need for us to give her a push. There's a need for Blessing's dream to come true. And that is what inspired the whole thing.
Rhoda, before she got the scholarship, how are you managing? How are you taking care of her?
When I be a makarantan day, so biu al kwata there. Kunu nena fama na da mi biya kudi makarantan kaminan she just yazo ya bata kwala shi na.
So you said you want to be a doctor when you grow up.
Yes,
Why do you want to be a doctor?
because I want to treat patients so that they'll be strong when they are not feeling fine.
Joseph, you talked about the fact that, you are from her background as well. And I know there are many other young girls who don't have a Joseph Yaba to help them or intervene. What's happening to those kinds of children out there?
I always try as much as possible to raise my voice when it comes to girls' empowerment.
Okay.
And it is important for me because there's this popular saying, sorry for the guys, there's a popular saying that says that when you empower a guy, you empower him, you just empower the guy alone.
Yeah.
But when a lady or a girl is being empowered, you empower nations.
Yes.
There's a lot to be done in Nigeria. Looking at Nigeria has one of the highest dropout kids who are supposed to be in school. You see them on the street. I think there should be one of the things I advocate for is policies and programs that will have direct impact on kids, most especially the street kids.
Yeah.
We've got companies, like Airtel now, with trying to touch life. It's not just making profit, it's not just doing business, but there's a need for you to give back to the community. There's a need for you to touch people's life where that business is being established. And I think with initiatives with business like Airtel, I know Nigeria will definitely be a better place, and we will have less kids in the street than what we have currently.
Thank you so much for coming on the program. And Joseph, thank you for nominating Rhoda and Blessing and for all the help you've done so far. Thank you for just being strong. I mean, you seem so unmoved by anything. And I think that's nothing short of inspiring for me and for everybody that's watching. So Airtel would like to touch your life and help you in some way, all right? So that Blessing will always be able to go to school. So even after the scholarship, you have enough to look after her and look after yourself as well. So I just want to let you know that Airtel would like to touch your lives and help you by giving you an Airtel kiosk with electronic recharge. How do you feel?
Zai taimake ni ci gaba da training Blessing a makaranta. Thank you.
So, Blessing, how do you feel?
I feel very happy.
How do you think this is going to help your mom and you?
I help her so that she can feed us and she can pay my school fees.
All right. So Rhoda, Blessing, and Joseph, thank you so much for coming on the show. We really appreciate your being here.
Thank you, ma'am.
At this point, I just have to agree with Joseph. When you train a girl, you train a nation and a generation.
Touching lives. 60 people will win 1 million naira naira each in 60 days. One person will go home with a brand new Range Rover phone. And that's not all. Recharge with any amount and stand a chance of winning 1 million naira daily. 100 people will win 10,000 naira every day. One iPad will be won every day. 50 people will win Samsung smartphones every week. And 5,000 people will win free airtime every day. There will be surprise gifts on every recharge. Simply recharge to win. The more you recharge, the better your chances of winning. Call 141 for more details. Everybody is a winner. Come alive with Airtel Red Hot promo.
Imagine being a talented, energetic, and driven young woman that is able to take care of yourself. And then one day, out of the blue, you have a tragic accident that leaves you with a spinal cord injury and you're unable to walk. Well, that's what happened to Felicia Kwamileri. And the way she dealt with her challenges of disability is an inspiration to us all. Airtel went to see how we could touch her life.
Navigating the busy city streets to find and do work is difficult, even if you're able-bodied. Not being able to walk puts you at a massive disadvantage, but you still have to compete against everyone else to make a living. It takes a very strong will and a lot of determination to remain positive and overcome these challenges.
I am Susan Oladeide. I'm one of the Jehovah's Witnesses, and I'm a friend of Felicia. I met Felicia nearly 2 years ago while carrying out my preaching activity. I knocked at the door, then a faint voice came in and told us to come in. We came in and met her. Seeing her condition, I felt for her.
My name is Felicia Adetola. I'm born in Lagos. I live here with my son and my mother. I used to work at Internet World at 2002 before my accident. On that morning, I'm going to work. And I took a bike from the Obaniko bus stop going down the Agitation Road. And I have an accident there. And it's a big accident. They said I have a spinal cord injury. And there are multiple fractures that join it. The doctor said that it would take long for me to start working again. Me thinking then, I thought it would be maybe just 2 years and I'll start working. And now it has been 12 years. 12 years of staying at home, 12 years of not going out, 12 years of not moving around like other people. And 12 years of my life has been terrible.
I nominated Felicia because I'm sure that if she can get a little bit of help or support, she'll be able to take care of herself, finance this son's education, and at the same time, she'll be able to help her sick mother and herself.
So after the accident, I learned to make art and beats so that I can at least remove my mind from my accident, so to take my mind away from my situation and my predicament. So I started learning how to make beats, so how to get a shop to showcase my market, so I get a shop then. And now there's a man that now said, the man have been disturbing me before I have the problem. So later after the problem, he started coming again and telling me that he will take care of me, that will send me to India to look at the spine or the leg, that maybe they will have something to use for me to start working. I did not know that he's a deceiver. When I get pregnant, I told him, he said there's no problem, that is a small thing that's going to take care of me. So during that time of my pregnancy, after 4 or 5 months, started misbehaving. Later, after I give birth, when I want to give birth, I give birth with an operation because I cannot go into labor because of my spinal cord injury. He said he doesn't have money to pay. So we have to run around to pay for that hospital bill. And I told him there's no money that matters, that the little I'm selling in the shop, we can help ourselves with it. So after 3 months of that, I did not see the man again. If I call him, he will say that he's in Ghana. After that, the caretaker, they give me quick notice in the shop. They said that I should leave the shop, that they want to use their shop. So I have to pack my things. I started staying at home.
There's something unique I appreciate about Felicia. Even though she's handicapped, but then she's a very hardworking woman.
She's straight.
My name is Adela Jagbemini. I live at number 1, Ladipo Street, K2. I'm a businesswoman. I met Felicia through a lady she trained. So I liked the work, and I got the address from her. While I started training, when I started doing my own work, bringing out my own work, people were looking at it as, when did you start work? When did you start learning? It's because of the skill she gave to me, I was able to do. Now that I've got trained, I'm able to help my husband at home, do some things. I won't rely on him again, being supportive in the house.
The work I'm doing now has been at home. I do it at home. I train people at home. And it has not been easy for me to pay school fees and take care of my child. Even my mommy too have to buy drugs sometimes.
From my opinion, the kind of assistant I think Felicia needs right now is a shop to display her work and where people can come in to train. And at the same time, she will also benefit from having a wheelchair that will help her to move around.
Wow, what a story. She sure isn't a victim, but a survivor. Join me as I welcome Felicia and Okpeyemi Pamilari to the studio. Welcome to the studio. How are you, my dear?
Fine.
Do you remember anything about the accident?
Before my accident, I'm a computer operator.
Okay.
So I work at Obaniko Association Road then. So that morning, I'm going to work there. And I took a bike from the Obaniko Road bus stop to Association Road.
Yeah.
There's a bike. I took the bike and when I opened my eyes, I already have accident. I'm under the trailer. They have to tell the man that, wait, that there's somebody under the trailer. And the Okada people that are there, they are my customer that would always carry me every morning. They said, she's alive. She still opened her eyes, she's alive. So they brought me out, they drove me out of that trailer. Then they put me on the bike, two bikes together, and to the hospital.
Have you ever gotten to a point where you're just fed up, you want to give up?
Yes, there's a time I tried to keep myself too.
Wow.
I tried to keep myself at that time because the baby, the father left me, the caretaker gave me quick notice. So there's a time I think like that of killing myself.
When you look at your son, what's your biggest fear?
When I look at him, I don't even think about the man. Even if the man comes tomorrow, I will not accept him back because when I think about my child, I'm happy. My money is not waste. Even though I'm suffering, even though there's nobody to help me, the little I'm making, I'm able to take care of him. At least he's doing good in his school, and I'm very, very happy for that.
I'm just overwhelmed by your strength and the fact that you've been able to survive and you just keep it going. Even in that house, you're still doing something. And I want to say thank you because people that are watching this right now, you are going to save somebody's life by just sharing your story. All right? So Airtel wants to help you and they want to support you with what you've already started doing because I know that you are going to do more. So I'm going to let you know that Airtel is going to give you a wheelchair, first of all, and they're going to give you a shop rental. How do you feel?
I'm very happy. And this was the first time somebody asked of me.
All right. Well, it doesn't stop there. They're still going to do more for you. They're going to give you a school uniform for Okpeyemi. All right? They're going to give you beads. They're going to give you hats. They're going to give you accessories to start the business.
I'm very happy. At least I thank God that I did not lose my hope then. It would have been waste for me to just die that time that I'm thinking of killing myself. And I want to tell other people that even though when you think your life has ended, just have hope. A little hope will help you. Just hope that one day somebody will give you a happy hand and raise you up. So don't let your life end like that. Just have hope that there's still a future waiting for you out there. That's what I want to say.
Another very emotional day at the Touching Lives studio. I would just like to say thank you for joining Airtel Touching Lives. Be sure to join us as we celebrate people that are making a difference right here in Nigeria.
Shine my light.